Hey up, fam. How you doing? Nice to see you all again. I've missed you. I have. Boo-hoo. Paradox Fossils. Nice to see you, sir. Sophia. Who else we got? Michael. How are those balls of yours, Michael? Hope they're less festering these days. Hope so. Yes, I did the last 5 for you, Michael. Last 5 of what? Stephen Batten, nice to see you, sir. Very nice to see you. Your channel's taken off very well, isn't it? I see that you're about to smash the 1,000. Very nice. I think you were at like 800 just the other day, so yeah. Awesomeness. Who else we got? Long Island Bigfoot. Hello, sir. Hello. My British brother, my American friend and brother. Jess Palmer, nice to see you too. It's been too long. Yo, I've missed this. I have actually missed this. I might actually just get to doing it all again. Why not? David Bruce, so cool you get to meet for real. Well, we'll get into it. We will get into it. But yeah, so I'm about to meet Amy, aren't I? Wagon. For the first time. By the way, tell me what the music volume's like. Is that too loud or is it alright? I'm about to meet Wagon for the first time tomorrow morning at 7:30 when her flight comes into Birmingham. How cool is that? B! Michael! Back up. I Heart Fairies is in the house. Yo, I Heart Fairies. How you doing? It's been a while. Brandy, I love you, Brandy. Brandy feisty tonight. Careful, everyone. Careful. And Hell 21 in the house. Yo, Hell 21. I missed you. What are you saying? I'm over 1K for right now, dude. Could you lend me some subs? Could you? Get Mel. Why not? Hi, B. What's this about? This is about meeting Amy for the first time, as per the title, isn't it? You know that thing that I've been looking forward to doing for 4.5 months? You know that thing that every show's been about, essentially? It's about that. Mind of Andy, nice to see you. Very nice to see you. And I have an announcement, but I'm just waiting until there's a few more people in. And I'll lay it all out for you. Why not? Who else we got? What you been up to, fam? What you been doing? Hive is going to hook up to her wagon. Well, that's the plan, Paradox, isn't it? If everything goes according to plan, that is. And you wouldn't think that this close to the trip, anything could go wrong, right? We'll see, won't we? I Heart Fairies. Is Amy on a plane? Love you, Amy. Wagon 1113. I hope so. Otherwise, I might be really disappointed, I Heart Fairies, because I put a lot into this. David Bruce. Hello, I Heart. Michael. Nice seeing everyone. Hell 21 saying hello to the people. So happy to see you all. I was low vibes. Well, yeah, I'm never low vibes. I'm never unhappy, actually. You know. I'm just, I don't know, man. Ever since conquering depression, all that sort of shit, and realizing that there's no such thing as free will, I can't hate anymore. And yeah, I'm just always tranquil and happy, which is nice. So, what's the music like? Is the music at an okay volume? Can someone sort of give me a little heads up on that? Is it coming through both ears and stuff? Because it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm just checking it's all set up properly. Let me just check actually settings. Hang on. Audio. Well, it should be working, I think. Stereo, yeah. Been shitty weather in the UK the last few days. Just raining like a bitch and cold too. Bit loud at the moment, Brandy. Brandy, thank you. Oh, but listen to that though. Maybe I should turn it louder, Brandy. saying. Gets me in the mood. Right. I love that. Well, hopefully that's a little bit better. Let me know if that's any better. Sounds good to David Bruce. All right. So, Shorty's Adventures. Nice to see you again. Your channel got axed, didn't it? I hope the regrowth is going well. I'm well. Very well. Psy-Up Gypsy in the house. Hey, punk rockers. We still going to hook up that call, dude. You know it's going to happen on a Babble box in the future. Definitely going to happen. Nist. Indeed. I Heart Ferris is clever. Well, don't worry, I'm a nice person. But I might have to lay a few things out, though. But we'll get to that. Well, we've got 15 people in the house. I mean, if no one else be coming in here, I could get on with laying out what this is all about. Jess Palmer, bump it like my Ford Ranger and a 15-inch subwoofer. Really? Okay then, if you want me to. That's pretty awesome though, isn't it? Look at those visuals, those psychedelic visuals. Look into the eyes, not around the eye. Alright, just for you, Jess, I'll let it drop. Fuck yeah. Love that. Love that. Timeless speed. Right. You're not a disc jockey. Oh, well, I'm an unpaid disc jockey, kinda, right? I'm my own producer. Anyway. So fam, should we get into it? There you go, we've got 17 people watching. Maybe I should lay this out. So, look. In some sort of parallel universe, of course, it was the case that Wagon boarded a plane and is on her way right now to see me. And will arrive in Birmingham Airport at 7:30 in the morning, where I will meet her for the first time. And yeah, it'll be awesome. However, I'm sorry, fam. I'm so sorry. I am. To disappoint. But the trip is off. The trip's off. The trip's not happening. Yeah. Why be? Why? What happened? Well, she did me dirty, fam. She did me fucking dirty. Brandy knows it. Michael knows it. This is not a bitch stream. This is not what that is. I'm not into that shit. I don't do gossipy shit. But why am I doing this? I have to lay a few things out and tell you sort of what went down with that shit, because we are not friends anymore. Myself, Michael, Brandy, a bunch of other people that I will not mention are not friends with her because of the way she conducted herself with all this thing. She dropped me from a very high height. I'd put in a lot to that girl. I grew a channel for her. I was over on her channel a lot. I couldn't have given her more love, support, everything. You know it, right? I know everyone knows that, okay? A week and a half ago, you're listening. I know. Don't worry. I know. But Amy's nice. Well, listen. Let's see how nice Amy is, shall we? A week and a half ago, the love of my life, who was that up until that very day, as far as I was aware, contrived a breakup. That's right, 11 days out from the trip to come and visit me for 3 weeks, she contrived a breakup by dropping a bunch of shit on me that I'd asked her about before. She'd always said she was true and, whatever. And she suddenly decided to pull some of this stuff she'd kept secret, massive stuff, and just throw it at me and contrive a breakup. I know exactly what it was. I'm not a fool, right? It was a contrived fucking breakup. So, trying to force my hand and just destroy the relationship. It was really fucking dark and cruel. But anyway, first of all, she lays out that she'd actually been lying to me about something that happened a month and a half ago. I don't necessarily have to get into that. Like I said, this is not a bitch stream. This is not like... It's not like that. But I'll tell you a few things. She lied to me. She lied about something massive that happened a month and a half ago. To do with that. I won't say it because I'm decent. You know what I mean? But basically, it was a big fucking thing. Not. I'd always said to her she needs to confide in me primarily, if with any of this sort of stuff. Like, I've got to be the first go-to person. She then tried to throw Brandy under the bus, saying that her decision not to tell me about this massive fucking thing was Brandy's idea, that Brandy told her not to tell me, right? So I was annoyed with Amy first and foremost, but I called Brandy. I couldn't believe she kept this thing secret from me. I called Brandy to say, why the fuck did you tell her not to tell me? You know what I mean? And then it turns out Brandy hadn't said that she'd actually called up in a panic. Although she's a very good actor, as it turns out, I will say that much. Called her in a panic, and Brandy had just advised, tell him when you're ready. In other words, when you're not panicking, within that day sometime. And Brandy was under the impression she told me that. And a few other things transpired that when I put this stuff that Brandy was then telling me back to Amy, she was in the chat. Amy refused to get on the call for some reason. Amy said, well, Brandy would know better. Brandy would remember better, basically, right? So Brandy storms off because she's sort of feeling this heat all of a sudden, like Amy's throwing her under the fucking bus. Amy then proceeds, for no reason, I didn't ask her, she suddenly starts to write in our chat that, I haven't stopped drinking either. I've drank a bunch of times. Even though she's been telling us she's teetotal, you know what I mean? I've been a supporter of recovery and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not just talking about that she's denied drinking when asked. I mean, she's positively put out the image that she's proud of herself for not drinking. We're talking like hardcore liars, man, like actually trying to paint a false reality with words. Anyway, then she fucking tells me, well, I said, while we're spilling our guts, have you ever been with anyone? And I've asked her this a fucking load of times before. She tells me, okay, I kissed someone. And then I said, did you do more than that? And she said, okay, I had sex with him. So, turns out she fucking got with someone, right? And that whole story is problematic. And I don't even know if I should trust that it was the once or any of that sort of shit. But, hello, Mr. Hugh. Nice to see you. Sorry about all this drama. I love you all. There's a reason I'm laying this out. You know what I mean? I'll get to it. But just let me lay it out first. Not my normal style. I'm not a gossip fucking person. I'm not into that crap. But anyway, I have to fucking draw a line under this now. Then her attitude was just horrible. When she's thrown all this at me, her attitude was just stank. So I blocked her and wrote her a message of some... in fact, a few different... Look, I was actually very understanding in a way because we needed to talk, and I was trying to get her to talk to me. She sort of refused to do it. Anyway, long story short, bad attitude, her thinking about just herself, and it just looked like she was trying to use it as an excuse to get out of the trip, man. And I couldn't figure it out at all. I thought she was all about the fucking trip. So she just... Anyway... I decided to block her, and I blocked her for 3 days, and as far as I was concerned, our relationship was fucked. You know what I mean? But then a few days later, I meditate on shit, you know what I mean? And I thought of a way... I didn't want her to feel abandoned, that even though she told me these things, I didn't want her to feel abandoned, because I'm too fucking nice sometimes. So anyway, I come up with this way in my mind that we could still salvage the trip. And so I came to her on like the Saturday morning. I think it was the Saturday morning or something. I was very sweet. I was sort of letting her know that we could still have our dream holiday, and I still want to meet you and all this stuff. But anyway, she merely saw the messages and didn't respond. She was incredibly cold. And then when she finally did respond, she told me she was on her way to a weed festival. Blah blah blah. And I'm not going to go into details about this. I'm not going to mention any names. But cut a long story short, it was clear to me that she was with someone, right? It was clear to me that she was with someone That last weekend, this is. So this all just happened a week and a half ago. It's in the worst week and a half of my fucking life, other than my dad dying, to be honest. But I've fared it well. Like, I'm fucking grounded. Like, I'm a solid person, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sorry, Mind of Andy, yeah. We did, yeah, but I'm laying out the details. She did me wrong, Mind of Andy, very wrong. You are intuitive, Sophia, but so I'm just laying it out. But anyway... Well, Mr. Hugh, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's not the exercise here. You can decide, do what you want to do. But I'll promise you that let me finish the story. Anyway, so I know she's with someone, and I was saying to her, look, you're a free girl. We have just broken up. You know, fair enough. I don't mind if you're riding with some guy to this festival. We can still salvage this holiday, right? She's just very cold and off, and I don't really get much out of her that weekend. And then I finally get to speak to her on the Monday. So this Monday just gone, half a week or so after the contrived breakup. And now I couldn't piece it together, man. I was all sorts of confused because I thought we were smitten, man. I thought we were there. But I'd started to figure out that there's something wrong here. There's just something fucking contrived about this whole thing, right? So I get to speaking to her and just start asking her a few things and trying to get to the bottom of it. And I laid it out to her that I knew she was with someone on the weekend, but I was very easygoing about it. I didn't judge her, you know what I mean? Anyway, this is what I was able to figure out, right? This is important. This is what I was able to figure out. Turns out, see, Amy went to a pool party a month ago, and we had a little tiff about it because she'd only just sprung it on me half an hour before that she was meant to attend, and that her ex-boyfriend would be there, one of her ex-boyfriends that she never mentioned to me or whatever. Now, I'm not the jealous type at all, but because of a few little things to do with Amy and I, and the way she'd sort of laid it on me, she'd known she was going to meet a friend all weekend, but she hadn't mentioned it was a pool party, and there's just some way she sprung it on me that just got my suspicions up. So we had a bit of a tiff, but I insisted that she go because I didn't want her to resent me telling her not to, you know what I mean? So she went to this thing and it was all, it was just a bad sort of vibe around it in general. Anyway, the next day she's telling me about who was there and all this sort of stuff. And she mentioned one name, and there was no onus put on this name. It was just a name, a guy's name, like I say, with no particular emphasis. But I asked anyway, just because it was a guy's name, who's that dude, you know what I mean? She went on to explain to me something about he's an ex-school friend, and he's interested in doing a podcast, so he was asking about what she does and equipment. And she then also told me that she'd had a fantasy about, I don't know how we got to this, but that she'd had a fantasy about spending a year with this dude, but it would only be about the sex, right? It's quite the thing to say to the love of your life, isn't it? After, you know what I'm saying? And we all have sorts of thoughts like that, but hey. So anyway, I stormed off, got to thinking about it, and I'm quite fair, so I try and admit to myself my own humanity before judging others. So I found a resolve that was, I came back to her and said, look, we all have thoughts like that, to be honest, don't we? We sort of run it through our head. Even if you're with someone, you sort of sometimes play things out like that to see if it might not be, I don't know, a better option or something like that. And I've always said to her, if she found a better fucking option over there, I'd be happy for her, just tell me. You know what I mean? I'm a very fair, decent person in that sense. Just tell me, because honesty for me, honesty is so fucking important, because you can destroy someone by getting them to, well, you know what I mean, fall for a reality that's not so. So I'm all about it. So anyway, the point is, it looked like we'd solved it, and it looked like we'd reached a new level of trust and whatever. And I was really proud of us, you know. And so we went through the rest of the week. That was, the pool party was on the Monday. This was on the Tuesday, and then on the Wednesday we had our last ever AM show. Oh, and sorry, on the Tuesday I told her, but if he ever texts you or messaged you, I didn't tell her to block him or anything yet, but I said if he ever texts you or messages you and you think it's inappropriate, tell me, let me know, you know what I mean? She never told me that she gave him her number at the pool party. She just told me they're connected on Messenger, that we're already friends on Messenger because they're sort of mutual friends and stuff. Anyway, come the Friday that week, she told me he'd messaged her finally saying, yo, I need your help, all right? Yo, I need your help. So me and her composed a message together, right? A very respectful message with an equipment list that presumably he wanted for his podcast. And then a little other thing, and then she was to block him, but in a sort of nice way. And I'm going to read you out this. So bear this in mind. This is the story as I understood it. And wait till I fucking tell you how it's actually gone, man. Because the girl fucking done me dirty. I'm telling you. And she's a liar. Brilliant liar, actually. Brilliant fucking liar. But anyway, just bear with me. Let me see if I can find that message. I haven't really organised this. There it is. Me and her composed the following message. Hey, the equipment that I use is camera Nexigo 930E FHD. Interface anything by Focusrite. Mic Zingu. I am actually looking for another one. Pete uses Rode NT1-A. Headphones DT770 Pro 250 ohm. Everything else you need to know you can find online, YouTube tutorials. I am currently out of action and not streaming anytime soon due to strict vocal rest and focusing on my trip to see the love of my life in the UK. I am going to close this portal now to minimize distractions. Best of luck. And that's her sending that to me to confirm. It's not a screenshot of her sending it. It's just a copy of the message. And then we both celebrated how awesome we are because the trust was so good, right? Well, guess what transpired? I hope you're all keeping up with this. Guess what transpired this week during my intel gathering operation? Because what she'd just done by dropping me like a bad habit and hooking up with some fucking dude just felt so fucking wrong. Like it didn't chime. Like there was something else going on. I was so confused. I just didn't know. I had to find more information. I knew there was more to it, you know. So somehow I fucking squeezed a few things out of her. First of all, I squeezed out of her who she was spent the weekend with. It was this guy. And that the first thing she did on the Thursday was not compose an apology letter to me saying I'm so fucking sorry, etc. About this. The first thing she did was text this dude, right? And spend the whole weekend and Monday night with the dude. So anyway. Oh, and she's even now talking to me. So I'm talking to her this week. She's taunting me about the details of the weekend. Very sadistically. And again, I'm like, this ain't my fucking girl. What the fuck? Taunting me about the details, graphic details. And just a horrible attitude. And anyway, I've been nothing but nice to this girl, you know, nothing but fucking nice. I was somehow able to squeeze out of her that she'd been texting him that whole week a month ago. She gave him her number. He texted her on that night. There was a whole... And she started, I got her to start sending me some of the screenshots for that text, whatever, thread. She then also read me out some of the text thread from the Wednesday. So she definitely texted him a day after I told her that if he ever got in touch to tell me. She was in a very deep, intimate text thread with him the day after I told her to tell me if he ever messaged. And then she... Oh, what'd she do? She may have messaged him on the Thursday, I don't know, but then she came good on what I told her on the Friday and told me he'd got in touch, you see. So the point is, anyway, she kind of fucked up because she while sending some of this text thread, very reluctantly, this was when we'd agreed to be friends, and I said, look, if we're going to be friends, you just got to come clean about what happened to him and what were you you were texting him that week. Well, I didn't know you had his number. Hey, tell me. Come on, give it up, girl. I'll be your friend. We'll be friends if you don't want a relationship. I'm fine with that. Just tell me what went on. Bradley Smith, hello. And Sagipur and Hobbs, I love you. So what was it? Yeah, she fucked up. This message thread she sent me 3 screenshots And then she stopped. She stopped and she ran off the call. She couldn't send me anymore because it was too incriminating. She won't send me anymore. She basically, but one of the messages she fucked up on that she said to him, get this, everybody, get this. She was saying, I go to the UK in a month. What the fuck? And then she said, I want to see it or something. I just want to see it. And she said, just spend a week as friends, she said. Right? Just spend a week as friends. We hadn't broken up. We were together the whole fucking time. She's telling this other guy that we're friends, and I bet you she's kept up the premise. I've heard so many fucking dark lies from this girl now, like big lies, and she can lie through her teeth gladly and happily. Fucking happily. No guilt, no fucking remorse. Pathological. She's a pathological liar, really. She'll never be back on this channel, fam, ever again. She's not welcome. I'll never be on hers. You'll never see her on Brandy's channel. Michael and Brandy have been brilliant and supported me through this because it's been incredibly upsetting. When I was speaking to her this week, it looks like that she's hooking up with this guy now. So it looks like she planned a breakup 11 days out from the trip with a guy that she'd been texting a month before without telling me she'd been doing it behind my back. And lying positively, never telling me that she was doing this. And now she seems to be hooking up with this fucking dude, right? That's pretty bad stuff, man. When I say she did me dirty, dude. So, there you go. That's your precious wagon. You know what I've come to realise? No offence. The poor, vulnerable wagon who's a recovering addict is definitely... She's definitely got addiction problems, that's for sure. But she's not vulnerable. She's not vulnerable. She had me absolutely conned the whole time. She had me eating out the palm of her hand, thinking that I was counselling her in good faith, whereas in fact I'd been essentially counselling a fiction, like a projection, man. Fucking terrifying. Like, you know, I know some of you will have been in relationships like this before where, you know, I'll just say this, and I don't intend to really get into this, but when I say pathological liar, what am I really saying? I've seen her true face. So when I said meeting Amy for the first time, obviously I don't get to now, which is sad or whatever. But, or is it because I dodged a fucking bullet, really, haven't I? Because I didn't realise that my girlfriend was a sociopath. That's right. It's a big word, isn't it? But go and study sociopathy, everybody. I've been reading up on it again. I've had to get deep in the literature again with the cluster B complexes. Really, she is what she is. She can't help it. I love her, and I have nothing but compassion for her. I just didn't know who she was or what she was. I would never get with someone like that. No guilt, no remorse. Fucking lies for England. Best actor I've ever seen. She can cry 2 hours straight. Fake crying. Like, it's awesome. It's amazing. But yeah, sorry everybody. I loved her. I thought she was brilliant. You know how much love and support I gave her. But I just had to draw a line and do it. Look, a man's got to fucking do what a man's got to do every now and again. And Hobbs knows. Well, you know, a few people know anyway that I didn't want to fucking do this. But I had my hand forced because I've never endorsed someone more in my fucking life than that girl. She's all over my channel. I'm all over hers. And I got to tell you all, why the fuck it's not just a mutual breakup. This is something that me, Michael, and Brandy have fallen out with her over, and it's just there's no basis for a friendship because there's no trust there at all. She literally will lie about anything she needs to for whatever it is she wants to sort of whatever impression she wants to give that she thinks suits her. So there you go. Look, I don't want to fucking. Well, the lesson, Sweetly Morbid Bear, actually is vet better, isn't it? On my part, I thought I was wise to all that sort of shit. I thought I'd spot it a mile away. Damn, bro, sorry to hear that. I hate that. Yeah, dude. No, she ain't got empathy. Hey, I'm just saying she hasn't, and she is what she is. But it is what it is. It's funny, Amish car insurance. It kind of is, to be honest. There is a funny side to it. I do appreciate that. Dodge the bullet, mate. That's all it is, and I count my blessings. You know what I mean? So look, this is saying that's what happened. And you know why I'm saying that? She's taken advantage of me. And I bet you she's going to take advantage of this next guy. I promise you she led him on. She might have even led him on to think that we were only friends, honestly. Don't forget, she said, go into the UK for 1 week as friends a month ago to him. And we hadn't broken up. So she's meant to be coming for 3 weeks to meet the love of her fucking life, who's done nothing but be awesome, obviously. Well, that went well, point fire. Yes, indeed, didn't it? Well, look, we can all lighten up now, and forgive me. You know, I don't really enjoy fucking laying that out. I don't enjoy having my hand forced to try and fucking say that about anyone, right? But I couldn't. Look, let's just say I've got some recordings where the mask slips, and that's all I'm going to fucking say on the matter. And if I ever need to use them, I fucking will, but I won't out of choice. I'll leave it be now. The other reason I'm doing this is because Brandy and Michael know how hurtful this has been to me. When I read that fucking message, I didn't even notice that message at first. Brandy was the one that pointed out its meaning to me. I fucking wept. Really. Because she'd been planning the whole time that she was never fucking coming in, man. So, or something. And there's a discrepancy with the it doesn't matter. It doesn't even look like she ever booked an outgoing ticket, like she just pretended to show me. To pretend that she was coming for 3 weeks, but she actually got a refund and got it into airline credits within a 24-hour period. That's how it looks to me. I'm not entirely sure, but there's I don't know. But anyway, all such a shady shit. The girl's dangerous. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. But to you, Amy, I will say this. I couldn't have been better to you, and I gave you a lot of love, and you really fucked me over, man. And you sort of forced me to have to lay this out to people in a very awkward way that I don't want to do. But I have to do it. Why do I have to do it? Because I need to look forward and get this chapter done. It's been the shittest week and a half of my life. I'm meant to be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Anyway. Fucked up, man. Sorry, hang on. I'm good. Fuck it. So there you go. You can't believe what she fucking says. Anyway, Amy, to you, good luck. I hope you fucking heal that shit. I happen to know that it's like trying to get a cat to heal their fucking instinct to kill. I'm telling you, when you lie, you'll warp the fucking fabric of space and time, man. You fuck shit up, man. And guess what? You know what else? No one cheats on the high-risk speed and gets away with it. I'm just saying. But anyway, so there you go, fam. That was fun. Right. Hey, shit happens. No, well, it won't. Sweetly more bear. I've cried many tears over this, and I've cried most of them by now. We love you, B. Well, thank you, Michael. And Michael Hayward and Brandy, just fucking awesome. I love you. You know what I mean? And hey, Hell 21's been awesome too. I love you. And I love you all. No problem, brother. God bless Amy. Yeah, well, hey, I've got nothing but compassion for you. Do you know what I mean? Nothing but compassion. She can't help it. She's just what she fucking does. But I just didn't know it. I just didn't know that's who she is. I didn't know that was the way she conducts herself. I knew she could tell white lies for fucking England. And I always told her about how important honesty is and stuff, but I didn't know she did it as a port of call. Like, you know what I mean? But you live and learn. It's only because we had existed in the public and I've endorsed her so much that I have to just say, hey, you know what I'm doing this too? I don't want to be getting questions in chats, right? Where they're saying, oh, how's Amy? Or, you know, how are you two? Or how's the trip? This is my way of avoiding that. So I just go and watch the meeting Amy for the first time stream. If anyone asks me what the fuck went on, then you go and get to see what went on. Do you still love us? Well, I love everyone. I love Amy. Hey, I love Amy. I just didn't know who she really was. Again, meeting Amy for the first time. I just met Amy for the first time. I didn't know she was stringing me along, using me. Thought we were fucking in love, man. You know. So how's she still going there? Well, she's not, mate. She's not, Bradley. I think you must have missed the start. But I'm just playing on the fact that she was meant to be meeting me tomorrow morning, and the fact that I've actually just met her for the first time. on the real, you know. All right, everybody lighten up now. Forgive me for doing that. I'm not into gossip, not into these sorts of streams. Don't like this sort of shit. Don't enjoy it. I don't even want to be streaming again, you know, really. Although, fuck, you know, we'll see. It's been a tough week and a half. I fared better than most men would, though, definitely. But even while I was still kind of mourning the loss, I had to go back and fucking get intel, and then that was rough. Anyway, because that's what happens when someone's lying to you. It warps your whole fucking view of shit. David Bruce, what are you saying? I'm all emotional now. Fuck. Oh, well, shit, man. We all been there, weren't we? We all been in situations like that. It's all good. It's all good, man. David Bruce, I hate living in this society of deception. I dream about the Scythian people where deception was abhorrent. You know, I'll just say, by the way, I don't even think she's a truther. Just throw that out there. Like, she suddenly decided she was a flat earther one day, and I asked her why, and she couldn't really explain, but she just decided she was. I don't think she's a fucking truther. Well, she ain't a truther because she's a fucking liar, but you know what I mean. I think that's a projection too. I think that's just a fucking ruse. Anyway, she picked a lot up from me and a lot up from her ex-boyfriend Bronson on that front. Plus, she sort of follows a lot of those channels. But Amy, you know the deal. You know the fucking deal. You fucking did me wrong, man. Did me wrong. We love you, man. Thank you, Mind of Andy. I appreciate it. Look, and just so all you know, I know some of you might even feel that this is in poor taste, and I apologise for that. Do you know what I mean? But if you can look at it from my point of view, me and Brandy and Michael all agree that I have to do this in some shape or form. And if I don't lay out parts of the tale, then you'll never see how she's stringing me along. Oh, and let me add, she had me believing up until the last day that she was head over heels about me. Every day was a honeymoon. Not just, it wasn't like we were in bad. You know, it wasn't like we were at the end of the relationship. Like, there was no passion. It's like we were literally head over heels every day, according to her. And, you know, as far as I was concerned, I mean. So she really fucking dropped me from a tall height, and yeah, so that's why there's no fucking trip. Anyway, happen. Fucking happen. Well, I Heart Fairies, you know, it is what it is. Look, you let me say this to you all. You make your own decision. If she gets to streaming, you make your own fucking decision. But if I never came out having become intimately aware of her actual true character, I wouldn't feel good about myself, and I don't want to be doing it down the line because I want to move on. I don't want to think about her, you know what I mean? Do you want to hear that your girlfriend's just hooked up with some fucking guy that she's been planning to for a fucking month, pretending that she was friends? She's going to visit you as friends? No. So, no, I'm ready to fucking move on, and that's that. So, you have saved yourself much grief, you lucky bastard. Hey, brother, that's where I'm at. I dodged a fucking bullet. I just won the fucking lottery. Is that the actual truth? I just won the fucking lottery. Things weren't meant to come out like this. Let me say this too. She miscalculated. She was trying to get it, I think, so that she would still be on friendly terms with me, or just as friends, and she'd be hitching up with this new guy. Now, like I said, I literally this week wished to I said to her, if he's good for you, then I wish you the best. I literally said that to her 5 days after she faked her breakup with me, and a few days before she's meant to be coming here. Do you know what I mean? I said, if he's better for you and he's there, then fucking go for it, and I wish you the best. You know what I mean? I would have always said that. I would have always fucking said that. But the idea was, like, I was really going to move out there. Like, we were seeing how it goes. We need a lot of faith, and I was thinking about, you know, spending a life with her and her son, man. I was taking it really fucking seriously, and she knew it, man. She fucking knew it. Yeah, well, look, I've been through the bad times with this. It is what it is. I'm over the upset, and it is what it is. Hurt people, yada, yada. Indeed. Amish, are you one of JLP lovers? Probably. Thanks for the... I don't know what that is. Okay, that's something else. Karma lessons, empathy. We are all learning. Well, we are all learning, unless you've got a fixed, a non-growth mindset, because you are pathological. Unfortunately, so some of us are learning. I love the JLP. Yeah, well, JLP, I do think it's pretty awesome, as you know. Craig's 1, Craig's 2. Weird people, aren't they? Why would you bother doing that? Doing what? I sort of missed something there, dude. Too bad he gay. Well, I've heard that theory. I don't buy it, but I have phrase. She can make a video if she wants to. Also, oh, well, let me say on that front, I've got the full support of Brandy and Michael on this. Don't forget, me, Michael, Brandy, and Amy were like the best of friends, like really close friends. We spoke every day. You want to hear what their opinion is here. This is not just one man's lone opinion. I'm not the only one saying pathological liar here, okay? They've been into... Look, I can't do this justice. There's other stuff I'm not even telling you about here. There's other stuff that I'm not even telling you about here. Brutal conduct, brutal behavior, brutal liars, man. So she can make a fucking video, but I'll tell you this now, she can cry for 2 hours straight, fake tears. She's the best actor I've ever seen. She's very much an untapped potential for Hollywood. She's literally the best actor I've ever seen. Had me fooled for 4.5 months. Had me fooled certainly for this month that she was all about me and only about me. So, you know, if she does, hey, watch out. Trust me, there ain't no guilt, no remorse. That's all you need to know. There ain't no guilt, and there ain't no remorse or no empathy. But I wish her the best. I actually hope she heals, man. You know, I'm going to be praying for her from afar. No more lies, Amy. You'll warp the fucking world around you. You'll warp it. It doesn't work. You just have to be honest. Natural law, actually. Let me say this to all you sociopaths out there that don't have guilt about doing it. Just because you don't feel any way about doing it doesn't mean that there's not going to be consequences, because natural law... You go and watch Mark Passio video on natural law. There will be consequences. This is one of the unexpected consequences for those liars. There you go. Bradley Smith, I've learnt sometimes it's best not to ask questions you may not like the answer. Just ride the wave. Just know it will crash someday. Well, that's very deep, and I quite like it. Hobbs, oh yeah. What's that say? Alice Storm. Hobbs, Alice Storm is my new feel-good band. Oh. Army. So, is everyone okay? That was a bit heavy, wasn't it? You alright? I'm sorry. Women are just terrible. Well, I'll say this much on that note, Amish. Ones without a heart are, yeah. But the ones with the heart, the ones that have a fucking working heart are awesome. Awesome. And one such woman with a working heart has helped me get through this also this week, and she knows who she is. And it's a relief to speak to one that's got, you know, functional fucking empathy, actually. Anyway, like I said, there was sadistic elements to this stuff. She was taunting me about the details of this weekend. It was pretty fucking rough, actually. So, you know, that's why they can't have rights. Funny, Amish, funny. Man, sucks to have empathy for liars, cheaters, and thieves, but they need it because they're broken children of the Creator. Well, yeah, but they also act as catalysts for the good to do what's right and to grow and not be naive and learn and remember why. It's like this, like if to walk in righteousness and speak the truth and be honest is the right path, then to not do that is a wrong path. So of course you've got as many and many people like that, are damaged. Oh, she's damaged. Like some motherfucker fucked her up. Like I think probably her mother, but I don't know. Maybe her dad as well. Her dad seems awesome, but her mom was pretty fucked up. Like I've only got compassion for her, but I try my best with her. Like she knows, man. I really fucking took her under my wing. You know what I mean? And I wasn't trying to have a relationship where I'm the fucking doctor, but it's just who I fell in love with. I just completely fell in love with her. But I think I fell in love with her projection though. But I feel for her. I still want her to be fucking, I've got nothing but compassion for her. Some motherfucker fucked her up. She, and that's how it is. You still got to call people out to fucking think they can get away with lying, man. It's not on. It's just not fucking on. Bradley Smith, that's naughty. Lying to you and leading you on. Oh, 1,000,000%, dude. Like, worse than ever, actually. Worse than ever. Woo-ah. Not all women are bad. I mean, I'm defo Satan, but Brandy is nice. Ah, Very, very good. Well, Brandy is nice. That is true. That is true. Now, well, look, this whole idea that all women are bad, I don't buy it, you know what I mean? There's some awesome women out there, man. Some awesome women. Hi, Evelyn, your future lady should be at least 10 years younger than you. I've heard that sort of sentiment, like that she should certainly be younger than you, but I'm not so stuck on it like that, but I do know where the thought comes from. So, hey, fair enough, brother, and fair enough, you know what I mean? Fair enough. English player got played, lol. Us Americans are bad. That's funny. That's if you are actually American, of course, Amish. I'm not entirely sure you are. You might be. I deserve this. There you go. I'll say this. I do deserve this. There's been instances in my life where I've had the odd sort of affair or slept with someone who's fucking married and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? And I mean, I 1,000,000% regret it. I've been through that shit and really had to meditate on it, and 1,000,000% regret it. I've said many prayers about it and tried to purify that fucking thing. But I always, I deserve it, man. You know, it might even be from some previous life of this sort of conduct, man. I tell you when I didn't deserve it, though. I didn't deserve it within this relationship. I was 100% faithful to her, 100% true, and 100% fuck it, as much as I could be honest, you know what I mean? And all about it. So, definitely didn't deserve it in this relationship. But I'll say this too. If what I know about and could barely scrape out of her this week is so bad, we're talking that's the tip of the iceberg. This is what you've got to factor in. This is the tip of the iceberg. I bet it's fucking way worse than that, right? I bet it's way fucking worse than that. But just going on what I do know, it's terrible. Anyway, Sophia, hey, come on. Not all women are alike, chat. Some of us are good people. Well, yeah, look, chat, no offense, Bradley and the likes. Less on the fucking women being evil bit, because I don't buy it. Anyone without the realization that there's no such thing as free will and that have not handed themselves back over to that which is the absolute is evil. Woman or man. So let's just keep it real like that, you know what I mean? Maybe you could make some other sorts of arguments that women, due to their more emotional nature, might have a bit more of the hell in them or something like that. But then it is the man to guide her out of it, not to taunt her that she's Satan's spawn. You see what I'm saying? So come on, chap, be nice. Sweetly Morbid Bear, I think I dated this person once. Yeah, well, there you go. Hey, I thought I was savvy to this sort of stuff, and I couldn't have let my guard down more. And I couldn't have been more convinced. I'll say this, I only think because of the long distance thing, the partitioning. I spoke to her every day. We were really close. I only think it's because the partitioning, that I think if she was in the flesh, I probably would have picked up on a lot of this sort of fucking stuff way sooner, though. But I got fooled, I got conned, and it's a horrible feeling to feel that you got conned, and then to realise that your whole world was upside down and that nothing you believed was real, and you just fell in love with a fiction, and you've actually been in bed with a fucking predator. I'll fucking say it, man. That's how it is. But whatever. It's my fault, man. It's my own fucking fault. But I'm going to learn from this. It's all good. Oh, and I'll miss her. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, we are a match intellectually in terms of humour and speech and communication, in a sense. Our shows together are awesome, man. We can vibe off each other like that sort of dynamic. Awesome, man. Like, brilliant. She'll miss me. She wanted me to... She wanted to still have me in her life, even though she did all this shit to me. There was a way this was meant to go that it didn't. I wasn't meant to know about the guy on the weekend. I just happened to get in touch at the right time to figure it out. And I wasn't meant to know about all these texts before. I was meant to be upset enough, but not too much, that we'd remain friends. And possibly, you know, I started to question whether a trip was ever on. I seem to think that she was probably thinking of coming out here for only a week. And never telling me that until she got here, and anyway, all sorts of fucking bollocks. But Saggy, what is a woman? I'm no biologist, but I'm sticking with the woman who have beards and dicks. I had a really interesting conversation with someone today about the trans thing, and I don't know. they were sort of talking about, they were taking a more liberal sort of view that, she didn't think that they could help themselves. And so the procedure should exist for people that feel that way. And I started to say that, yeah, but what if people started identifying as like dogs and shit? By the same logic, there should be a procedure to make people look more like a fucking Alsatian, you know what I mean? So to me, there's a sort of, it's just sort of ridiculous on the face of it, this sort of thing, like trying to solve an identity crisis that is essentially a mental condition or something, or malady, with a physical procedure. It just seems insane to me. But anyway, flat earth always gets them. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it's a short-term fix. They will ruin their lives in the long run. Hey, it's just or enter criminality hard, because we'll see. Oh, look, if I could coexist, yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Just a shame. I also wanted to know how, I don't know, man. Look, let's put it this way. If I never came out and did something to draw a line under this, after how she fucking treated us all, it's not just me, man. Led us all on, man. Like, I'm talking Brandy and Michael more than anything, and all the fucking subs, to be fucking frank. What was I saying? Just the... Oh, I don't know. I lost the fucking thread. It's just that... Oh, I know what it was. It was just to say... A motherfucker's got to fucking... draw a line sometimes and fucking... discipline a bitch. No offense, but sometimes a bitch needs to be disciplined and say, no, you don't want... I know you don't want me to do this, but I'm going to come out and say just what you just fucking done, because that wasn't cool. And now I've got to try and find the words to explain why the trip's not fucking on. Well, how about this is the easiest way of doing it? I'm just going to say what happened, and then you can have to fucking own it. And you should own it. There you go. Have that as a stamp. You can have that as your fucking stamp that you wear. And hey, all right, I'm calming down. Sorry. Like I said, I'm being stern, not angry. Just saying. Hiveless B, high five, you lucky bastard. Well, I agree. Point fire. I agree. Dodged a fucking bullet, 1,000,000%. Aricard, nice to see you. I'm late coming in. It sounds like you've had a terrible shock, and I'm sorry, Hiveless. Yeah, well, I just found out that my girlfriend isn't coming to England on account of all sorts of shenanigans and massive lies. Constant lies. Hey, Aricard, Hell21 says, Sweet More Bear, exactly, there is only good behind it all, even if they're wrong. What does that mean, MFRS? I'm a boomer. Motherfuckers. Is it motherfuckers? I don't know. Yeah, man. I'm glad to get this off my chest, man. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. Right, how you all doing, chat? Right, I'm going to lighten up now. Are you good? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right, let's do this. And I can read all your comments. Oh, hello, LOP. All sorts of bollocks, mate. Love you, LOP. You know that, bro. Sweetly Morbid says, your souls promise to help each other learn. Yeah, I think so. And she knows I haven't got a bad feeling towards her. Not bad bone in my body towards her at all. I really... My heart still bleeds for her. I want her to be well, It's just... I've had friends like that before that just, they never learn, you know what I mean? They can't learn, and they never learn because they're just too fucking damaged. Anyway, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to go on and make a sort of public display of this sort of stuff, you know what I'm saying? This sort of format's sort of tasteless. I don't want to do this sort of shit. It's not like a bitchy thing. It's just me saying, fuck that shit. She's not going to be on this channel. I'm not going to be on hers. We've all fallen out of her. What she did was disgusting. And I'm moving on, because now I've told you all, so you don't have to ask me about it. That's all it was. That's all it fucking is. But you know what I'm going to do? Well, let me read the rest of this first. There will always be a connection. Maybe not this lifetime, or maybe so. Either way, it is what only you know what sustains you too. Well, it was the fiction that we're different sides of the equation. We're different sides of the equation. It was the fiction that we both could be honest and empathize, basically. I was wrong. I was with a creature that is not like me, but that's it. It's my fault. My fucking fault. Tattooed ribs are no good. Amish, you sound like you only have sex in one position. What with this hand? Right. Everything happens for a reason, Brandy, I know. Michael, I hope I find somebody wanting to be a dog. Don't know about that, Michael. Don't know about that. That'd be a bit, it'd be a bit weird, mate. It would. You couldn't handle my sex hell to anyone. Ooh. Well, speaking of... Well, no, I won't tell you that. But let's just say... In fact, I almost feel compelled to say... Let's just say a brother... No, I won't say it. But let's just say a brother had a good night last night. Let's just say that. Hiveless B had a good night last night. That's all I'm going to say. And twice again today. Right. You know what I'm going to do, everyone? I'm going to... I'll be back. But I'm going to go and have a cigarette. Oh, yeah. One has got to smoking since... well... Anyway, I love you. Listen to the music and enjoy it. I'll be right back. We'll just lighten up and just talk about anything else. How about that? Alright, in a bit, fam. In a bit. Yo, motherfuckers. Let's go. How you doing? I'm doing the tunes. Oh yeah, Hell 22's in the house. What she saying? I told you, Michael, I don't like it. Stop. Strap-ons. You don't like strap-ons? Why? Why? Right, I say we all just... Oh, here you go, here you go. Let's see what Sweetly's saying. Sweetly's saying, cry that hate out Amish. Love the feminine. It's not women you hate. Well, I sort of do tend to agree with that. I do. I don't buy it that... look, anyone who's evil is evil. That's all you need to know. Whether or not they got a penis or a vagina. Hang on a sec, everybody. I'm just reading the thing. Legend, I love you, and I think you know who you are. Just sent me a message. Yeah. Respect, bro. There was something in my gut that knew I just had to fucking address it. That's all. Because then it just looks like it's like, oh, they didn't work out. Anyway, stop. Let's move on. Let's talk about the future, shall we? Right, the future. So, you know, I might be back in the mood. Blazing Hogs, I missed you. Grab a shovel. Yeah, he gone. Hello, Blazing Hogs. What was I going to say? I might start live streaming again, motherfuckers. I've got a little bit of spare time on my hands now. Would that be nice? Well, I might start doing it again. Why not? We'll see. We'll see. I've still got to heal from this thing. Like, honestly, I fared well from this. Like, I was solid. I was fucking solid. I never got angry. I stayed really grounded. I just went and got the intel that I needed to make it make sense. Figured it out. I was like fucking shocked. I was in shock, man. Yeah, man. It's only been a week and a half. And the only reason I'm doing this as well is because now I just don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to think about it anymore. I want to move on and look forward, you know. I was working on the album a week and a half ago. Up until then, I've been getting the album in good shape, man. It was going really well. I'd got new doors fitted for Amy to come and fucking... Because I've been getting their flat together and shit, you know what I mean? Ah, man. So disappointed about it. But it's fine. I dodged a bullet, that's all. What's that? I saw... Blazing Hog's nice beard and goatee, Hivers. Yeah. It's way more grey than you'd think. Like, someone took a photo of me in the Cuban embassy the other day. Not the actual Cuban embassy. I'm not a Cuban. I'm not the new Julian Assange. It's a pub. But someone took a photo of me because they give me a bandana for keeps, actually. And I was wearing a bandana all night. And I've actually donned it a couple of nights. And it suits me, apparently. So the ladies tell me. But yeah, it's actually way more grey than you'd think. It's just this lighting somehow, the way the shadow is, that it looks so darker, but hey. Hell 21, I agree with what Incel Car Insurance just said. Well, what did he just say? He said, hating women is ridiculous. I hate half the population. Come on now. Just realise women are not the same as men. That's brilliant, actually. I agree with that. Well, look, if you got hate in your heart, you already know, man. Hate is not the way. Judgment is not the way. Hiveless is MI6. I've been accused of being 77th Brigade before. I mean, well, maybe I'm trying to take out an American spy. Is that what I'm doing here? I don't know about that. Sweetly, at least it was one dude curious, wasn't a bunch of dudes. That's not true, you weren't listening, Sweetly, I love you, but it doesn't look like that is necessarily the case. Wasn't a bunch of dudes, and they're not all trying to F with you. Could be worse, man. Like I say, it's one dude for sure, and then you've got this. Well, it could well be an affair or something going on from up to a month ago. it's no mistake she wound up with the guy that, you know what I'm saying? So there's at least fucking planning. There's at least opening up a new option for herself. I see that as cheating anyway, you know what I mean? I see that sort of conduct, not telling me about the texts. I was convinced that week that we got to the next level of fucking trust as well. I was really proud of us that we worked through that maturely. And when she told me that when he'd messaged, I was really proud of her that she just told me when he messaged, and we composed that message to send to him. She never sent that fucking message that me and her composed. She lied to me and pretended to send it. She said sent it. You see what I'm saying? So you say it was only one guy. I mean, I guarantee you, knowing her from before and stuff, and just the general conduct and whatever, you know, I'd be surprised if it wasn't multiple. I'd just say that, really. Guy got shot at our local McDonald's. Bloody hell, that'll be Manchester, are you, Saggy? Did say? Oh no, Liverpool. Sorry. One of them drove through one of those. Very funny, Saggy Port. One of those drive-through shootings. Indeed. Amish Crime Shorts. It's cool, however to speak. We need all the good MI6 we can get. Well, I'll go with that. Yeah, I'll go with that. Well, I might as well be a sort of. I mean, what is this sort of ethos of people that are, like good people that go into like the institutions like the police or the military? There is a sort of stock of people that do get into it with good intentions, yeah. And I'm absolutely like up for getting on the front lines in whatever way I can do it. You know what I mean? Look, you watch me make some motherfucking moves now. I'm gonna make some fucking moves. I'm gonna start doing cameos on other channels, big channels and stuff, and growing quickly. I'm gonna make some motherfucking moves, trust me. Because I'm not scared of success, because I'm going to do some good stuff with that shit. Sweetly Morbid Bear, oh man, was it? Damn, I'm sorry, I feel you, yeah. Hey, it was a sham, I didn't know it was a fucking sham. You saw us, and I'll say this as well, look, she's got a great personality, you know what I mean? I fell for her completely. She's got a brilliant personality, there's no taking away from her talent. Her personality, her voice, her humour. I'll miss her, man. You know, on that level, I'll fucking miss her. Of course I will, you know. Yeah, just... And everyone likes her, you know what I mean? She's so fun. All it is she can't do a fucking relationship. It's not just relationships, it's like friendships, though, as well. You know what I mean? You got to be fucking... I think if we just had a working relationship in a way, you know, that didn't require trust or anything like that, next level, then, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying. As she lied to you, she was lying to him too. Well, actually, yeah, and I think she strung him along. I'm absolutely convinced that she strung him along. I nearly got into contact with this dude, honestly, because I wished I'd been warned. That's the God's honest truth. But I won't do that, but I nearly did. Because I swear, if we compared notes, man, he'll have been told shit that ain't true. I bet you he didn't even know we've been together last month or something. But I don't know that. It might not be like that. But I know the things I do know are diabolical. That's all I fucking know. Are we talking about it? No, we're not. Thank you, Amish. Right, moving on. Yeah, let's call up Amy, get her side. Well, her side will be a great performance. I'll just say that. It will be a great performance. All you need to know. Lol, indeed. Ouch. Brilliant tits too, I know. Damn it. Oh well. There's plenty more tits in the sea, aren't there? I always demand at least one good tit, Amish. Indeed. Right, is everyone happy? Is everyone good? What's Brandy saying? I love you, Brandy. Love you. Let's all mourn the loss of the brilliant tits. Exactly. Right, well, everyone say a minute silence. A minute silence for the tits. Everyone. Okay, that's enough. That wasn't a minute, it was a moment silence. At least one. Oh, I'm lying. I will shag anything. I'm just. What was I saying? I got laid last night. I'm just going to fucking tell you. I got laid last night and twice today. And it was fucking awesome. And fuck you. That's all I'm going to say. Because you know what? Love you, Pete. Love you, Brandy. Because you know what? When someone does you wrong like that, man, it fucks your confidence up, man. It does. It just does. So you got to get one back. You got to level that shit. You know what I mean? And I fucking did. And it was awesome. Winning. And it didn't even have to pay for it or anything. And that's literally true. I didn't even buy one drink or pay for the taxi. How cool is that? And I even got a lift home too. Twice, well, 3 times in total, Amish. Yes, winning. And I was a stud. Damn, bro. I know. Well, those people that know me will know that that's the first time in a very long time. And it was meant to be, but it didn't happen. And you know the rest, right? So I wish Wheatley. I hope you're saving your corpse for me still, sweetly, I do. Her name was Dave, exactly 0.5, but she's fucking good in the sack. Share, bro, share. That's all I'm going to share, but it was awesome. I won't really too many doses about these days. Well, yeah, you know. Hopefully I'm not a dad now, that's all I'm going to say. Although she's got a good career, so it'll be fine. Dave was very hot. It is true. Yes. Saggypaw, I never bought your mom a drink maker. She's pretty easy. You just need to. She doesn't take much coaxing, Saggy. You just gotta. I don't know. Maker. What's your mom into, Michael? Specifically. What's her favourite penis position, Michael? Well, anyway, look, I love you all, you know what I mean? You know I don't want to do this sort of shit ever. But anyway. Well, hey, let me ask this. What's Oh, I'll say this. Hey, Brandy. I want to pin Brandy's channel. Maybe I can. Brandy, can you give a link to your channel, please? And I'll pin you at the top of the channel. We're going to be going playing on Brandy's channel a lot more. She did her first live stream to pop her cherry a week and a half ago. This is sort of coincides with all this in an interesting way that I haven't got into. But anyway, yeah, and it was a laugh. Michael and Brandy up there. I seem to think someone else got up there, and I'll be playing over that neck of the woods. She's only got 47 subscribers, is it, or something? So if you're not subbed to Brandy's channel, you got a sub. Like I say, we're going to be hanging there a lot. There it is. Let me do these. Thank you, Brandy. Pin message. So yeah, go and smash subscribe on Brandy's channel. Please, everybody. And honestly, if you knew how brilliant they've been, real fucking friends, man. Real fucking friends. And I'll say this, if someone else didn't see what I saw about the pathology, if other people hadn't been as intimate and seen what I'd started to fucking see this week that was terrifying, I was like, fuck, it's like that. Oh shit. I've been going out with Bill Gates. No, I'm only playing. No, if those guys hadn't seen what I'd seen anyway, you know, I love you, Amy, for fuck's sake. You know, love you anyway. I'll stop now. I don't mean to be mean. I love you, but come on. If they hadn't seen what I'd seen anyway, just on the real, I'll just be really fucking real. If they hadn't seen it, it was crazy making. It was fucking crazy making. Go and look that term up, man. Crazy making, like gaslighting. It was like I'd done fuck all wrong, and yet I was fucking getting it. Like I was being mistreated with sadistic fucking details about the weekend and shit. It was like, and it's my fucking fault, you know. Anyway, moving on. I'm trying my best. Michael's mum is into everything, probably right. Rehab, she into rehab where she went to give up the D. Hey, I agree. Honestly, I'm not even joking. It's got to be... Nah. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it now. You know what I mean? I don't want to be I can't say the word, gratuitous about this sort of thing. I just want to leave it now. I've drawn a line under it. Everyone, let's all move on. I love you all. You know what I'm saying? The world is definitely falling apart, that's for sure. Mr. Hughes, sorry son, tell me next time what? 48 now, who is? Ever since 1949, stepdad, keep an eye on Mr. Poor. Don't know what you talk about with all these numbers. I was joking about Michael's mouth. Brandy, thanks Hobbs. Pete has to show me how to do the recommended channel thing. Yeah, I'll show you how to do that. I'll 1,000,000% show you how to do that. Cool. Tune. Oh yeah, Saggy, I know you've done a few I think I missed at least one of them. I've been busy, as you know, I've been busy. But it looks like they're going well done. I've actually got Weird Messiah starting to do them, but again I haven't attended any of his because this has just been rough. It's so fucking rough. Not kidding, man. Worst week and a half since my dad died. Like, it's been the worst week and a half since my dad died. But anyway. What are we saying? Amish car insurance, show us some British news, Hyper Speed. Do you want me to? I don't know what's going on in the news at the moment. I suppose I could do that. Saggy, leave my wee son alone. I will tell his mummy. Us dumb Americans. Well, nah, man, not at all. I love America. I think America awesome. All right, well, should I draw it to a close? Maybe I should. I don't know. It's been whatever it's been. Saggy poor Mr. Hugh. I will tell her if she can hear me over the noise of slapping her ass. Indeed. Well, I may or may not have lost my ass slapping virginity all over again last night. I'm just saying. Right, fam. Smile, you'll be happy soon. Well, there's a bit of me that's always happy. There's a bit of me that's always tranquil. That's the real me. I'm very grounded in that. That's never faltered. I'm at peace, man. I'm really at peace. It's just, it's just very upsetting when you, dude, it's really upsetting when you, misled, just, you know what I mean? It's just, you believed something that was completely untrue. And we're all there, we all live in a world where we're constantly believing things that aren't true all the time. It's just incredibly upsetting when you suddenly realize, like, fuck, I've been had, like, mistreated, like, whoa, by someone you really put your trust in, like someone I put myself in their arms, their loving arms, and I was like, I feel safe, you know what I mean? I just didn't expect to ever be treated that way, and then find out that behind the scenes I've been being treated that way. I just couldn't believe it. Yeah. I love you all, and Amy, I love you, and I've only got compassion. And you forced my hand, and I had to fucking do this, because I have to remove my endorsement now, and explain to people so that I don't have to explain it in chats, and I can move on. You know what I mean? So, love your music. Obviously, it's not actually my music. If this was my music, it'd be, yeah, I'd love that. I actually paid for the license for this music. I forget what it's called. Infaction. I had to pay like 250 quid to get lifetime access to using this music. It's pretty fucking awesome, yeah. And these are my playlists that I picked. I just picked out all my favorite ones and I've got like one that's like on fire, this one, and then like it's sort of, what's it called, the genre, this punk, cyberpunk. It's like it's kind of cyberpunk genre. And then the other one, which is a more chill out one, that I usually play. And I think everyone's got used to them, like they're an album. Like I think people are used to which tune follows on from the other, and it's just the order I put them in. It sounds pretty cool. Point 5, I'm very fortunate my wife is attracted to a mental case. Oh, well, good. Well, I hope she's got a working heart. Point 5, that's the main thing. That's what I've discovered this week and a half. Keep high vibration music going. Well, that's how I'm feeling. Hey, all right. Well, that's how I'm feeling a little bit. I'm feeling that. Slap these, Mr. Hugh. Well, Festa 1 and Festa 2, indeed. The Purple AM. Michael Law. Point 5, do not call me a mental case, please. Oh, you're married to Saggy Paw. Point 5, who knew? I've just got a blank slate. There's like everything's. It was going to cost me a lot to go over there and do those things, but I was willing to do it. I was meeting what I thought was her good efforts with my good efforts, and obviously, you know, snap out of beat. Sorry, I'm back. Anyway, forgive me for doing this, fam. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have to do it. Okay? Forgive me. Irish car insurance, all you can do is love them high B. Just stay with love and forgive. Yeah, forgive all day long, man. I 1,000,000% forgive, because it's like expecting a fucking cat not to kill a mouse. You know what I mean? It's just different modes, different operational faculties or whatever, and someone hurt these individuals, you know what I mean? And you just don't get into bed with them if you're an empath, you know. But unfortunately, that's all part of the predator-prey thing. Well, anyway, I don't mean to put it like that, but I'm just saying technically that's, you know what I mean. Same back, son. Right. Well, does anyone else want to express anything else? I don't know. I just feel like maybe I could wind it down and go and have a fucking drink. Hey, shall I get back out there? Shall I go on to town? Because I just did a live stream. Yeah, fuck it. I think I might want to drink. Where am I going? Maybe. Irish car insurance. Hey, and forgive me. I don't normally drink. You know that. But I'm sensible. I have a drink interspersed with like a soda water. So I'm very smart the way I do it. I don't get drunk, but I just get to boogieing and all that. Irish car insurance, expecting a woman's, not two woman's. Exactly. Side Gypsy, nothing to forgive, Iveless. It's not a great vid you're making, but unfortunately it is one you must. It's not a great vid you're making, but unfortunately it's one you must. Well, yeah, I mean, I genuinely feel cringe about this whole fucking thing. I feel cringe about this sort of format. Do you know how much I've debated doing this with everyone? Yeah, I don't feel good about it. When I say forgive, anyway, what I mean is, I have to. The reason I had to do anyway, I've already explained it. I have to remove my fucking endorsement and all these sorts of things, and you know what? I'm gonna call out some motherfucker if they're a motherfucker as well, and it's a little bit that if you want to know the truth, yo. My worst enemy couldn't have hurt me more than I just got hurt. So it's like I was in bed with, you know what I could say there. Nothing to forgive. Well, it's just a general approach, isn't it? That you forgive because there's no such thing as free will. People know not what they do. Yeah. So I don't hate her for it. I don't hate anyone for anything. I just don't know, man. If someone be coming in somewhere wreaking havoc and doing all sorts of shit and bad, dark conduct and stuff, then sometimes a motherfucker's got to say something. You know, evil only survives in the dark. Well, I've always been one of these people that's willing to stand up and say it and point it out. That's all. And so, since I've seen it, I just feel like I've got to fucking say it, you know what I mean? Anthony, nice to meet you. Chin up, brother, you're better off. Yeah, well, I'll go with that. I'll fucking go with that. Nice to see you, dude. Oh, is that... I thought I might know who you are there, Anthony, but I appreciate it, you know? A girl, nice to see you. I don't respect liars, and I'm glad you are not being manipulated any longer. High speed, thank you. No, I don't respect liars. My whole remit is honesty, just absolute fucking honesty as much as you can do it, because it warps people, it fucking destroys people, misleads people. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible, you know what I mean? Sorry, a little bit of a fire in my belly there, but I agree, a girl. I actually do agree. Amish car insurance, we still got the sun on the flat earth. Boy, America. Indeed. Well, we ain't got the sun over here at the moment. It's raining all the time. I know it hurts like hell, but you're okay and you're not an asshole. Thank you. No, I'm not an asshole, actually, and I only know I'm not an asshole because I used to be an asshole, but I wasn't really. I was just fucked up, and then sorted myself out and gave myself back, and I want to do good. You know what I mean? Go have some fun. You're right. You know what, Aracod? Yeah, let's go and have some fun. Let's get out there and go and boogie. I'd love that, actually. I've never done that before. Do a live stream, got out and had a boogie. I might actually do it. Forgive the situation and that you were in it. Hey, I'm really glad to have been in it a lot. I've said this statement before, which is true, that if you're righteous and you're honest and fair, people naturally expose their true characters around me. It's really fucking weird. They will expose their true characters around me. Eventually, it just fucking happens. And yeah, I'd rather know what a thing is, Man, still can't believe it, yo. She miscalculated, though. I wasn't meant to learn a lot of that, you see? I wasn't meant to know a lot of that. I'm just really smart. And I got a good team, and hot researcher is ex-CIA, so, Amish car insurance, plus she had gross tattoos. I actually agree with that. Hey, I can say that now. No, I actually said that to her once. Yeah, I never liked the colourful ones on her arm. But anyway, don't mean to be bitchy or petty. Anthony, you probably just need a fatty full of funk and fellowship. Yeah. All right, yeah, I think I do need that, actually. Women with tattoos are ugly, I'm a shares. Shaking my head. Okay, I'm back. Had to drive my mom to get nephew. Nice to see you. Screen name, nice to see you, bro. The knives they carry in UK. Yeah, I know, brother, I know. Well, I've been practicing running and kung fu, so I'll be all right, probably. Man, I got myself all nice and slim as well. Oh, not just slim, but muscular and shit. I've been working on myself. I've been ready to show off my abs. You're never going to get to see my abs now, Amy. Me. I'm only joking. But I do got kind of abs now. Kind of. Sweetly Morbid Bear, the bad parts, forgive the bad parts of being in it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just... Only love. I've only got love. That's all. Just fucking love, man. That's all I've fucking got. That's all I know. Hey, fam. I love you all. I think I'm going to go and boogie and cut a rug. I'm going to go and cut a rug. So, wish me luck. And go and subscribe to Brandy. We're all going to be playing over there very soon. If she doesn't choose to do a live stream today, I think she's tired out from doing boxes, but it's always possible that she might do a live stream later. I don't know. But go and sub, please, definitely. Thank you, everybody, for being supportive. I'm sorry if it seems in any way in poor taste. I have my reasons why I had to do it, because I've never endorsed someone more, and I've already laid it out a million times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking saying? Pete, go have fun. Love you. Right, I'm going to go and do it. Good being here, bro. See you soon. Good. All right, then stay safe. Not tired yet? Well, Brandy just said she might do a live stream, everybody. So, keep an eye out. If you go and subscribe to Brandy's channel that's pinned at the top of the chat, I may be there later if it's still going and she gets one on. Michael will be there, no doubt. Brandy will be there. It's a good laugh. Let's do it. All right, fam. It's been rough. It's been weird. But a man has to do what a man has to do. And I did it, even though, happen. Enjoy this tune, fam. I'm going to see you out with this tune. I love you all a lot. Forgive me for doing this, Amy. Had to be done. I love yous. In a bit.
wanna cry.